Hello, today I'll continue to read you a story from this wonderful The Peter Rabbit Library book set. It is by Beatrix Potter and illustrated by her. So, today we will continue to read The Tailor of Gloucester. And today we'll finish to read this whole book. The tailor sat down close over a fire, lamenting 21 buttons, holes, or cherry-colored silk, to be finished by noon of Saturday, and this is Tuesday evening. Was it right to let loose those mice under the bed and leave the property of Simpkin? Alack, I am undone, for I have no more twist. The little mice came out again, and listening to the tailor, they took notice of the pattern and wonderful coat. They whispered to one another about the taffeta lining about the little mouse to put in. And then all at once they all ran away quietly down the passage behind the wainscot, squeaking and calling to one another. So they ran from houses to houses, and no one mouse was left in the tailor's kitchen. When Simpkin came back with the pig bin of milk, Simpkin opened the door and bounced in with an angry meow, like a cat that is vexed for he hated the snow and was snow in his ears and snow in his collar and back of his neck. He put down the loaf and sausages upon the dresser and sniffed. Simpkin, said the tailor, where's my twist? But Simpkin sat down the bankful of milk upon the dresser and looked so at the teacups. He wanted his supper of a little fat mouse. Simpkin said to the tailor, where is my twist? But Simpkin hid a little parcel privately in the teapot and slipped and growled at the tailor, and if Simpkin had been able to talk, he would have asked, where's my mouse? Alack, I am undone, to the tailor of Gloucester. And when I sadly to bed, all night long Simpkin hunted and searched through the kitchen, peeping into cupboards and under the wainscot, and into the teapot where he had hidden the twist. But still he found never a mouse. Whenever the tailor muttered and talked in his sleep, Simpkin said, meow, grish, and made a strange, horrid noise, as the cats do at night. For a poor old tailor, it was very ill, with a fewer tossing and mumble. No more twist, no more twist. All day was ill, and next the tailor's shop was in the Way Street, and embroidered silk and satin lay cut upon the table one of the 20 buttonholes, and who should come to sew them when the window was barred and the door was fast locked. But does not hinder a little brown mice that runs out without any keys through the old house in the Gloucester, out of the doors and the market floors, and went trundling through the snow to buy the geese, and turning and baking the Christmas pies. But there would be no Christmas dinner for Simpkin, and poor old Tailor of Gloucester. The tailor lay ill 3 days and nights, and then it was Christmas Eve, and very late at night. The moon climbed out of the roofs and the chimney and looked down at the gateway in the coach court. There were no lights in the window, and any sound in the house. All the city of Gloucester was fast asleep and under the snow, and still Simpkin wanted his mice, and he mewed and stood beside the four-post bed. But it is the old story that all the beasts can talk in night between Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. In the morning, there are a few flocks that came hear them, or now what it is that they say. When the cathedral clock struck 12, and there was an answer like an echo of the chimney, the Simpkin heard it and came out of the tailor's door, and the wonders about in the snow. From all the roofs and gables of the wood houses in the Gloucester came thousand merry voices, the old Christmas rhymes, old songs, and everything I heard of, and some and that I don't know, like whistles and bells. First and loudest, and cocks cried out, "Dame to get up, and bake our pies." "Oh, dilly, dilly, dilly," sighed Simpkin. And now in the garret there were lights and sounds of dancing and cats, and came from over the way. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, all the cats in Gloucester except me, said Simpkin, under the wooden eaves, and was staring at the sparrows hanging the Christmas pies. The jackdaws woke up in the cathedral tower, and although it was the middle of the night, the throstles and robins sang to the air, was quite full of little twirls tunes. But it was all rather proving, and the poor hungry Simpkin particularly particularly he was vexed with some shrill voices from behind the wooden lattice. I think that they were bats, because they always have very small voices, especially in a black frost, when they talk in their sleep, like the Tailor of Gloucester. They said something mysterious that sounded like, "Bist quads of blue fly, hum quad of the bees, buzz and hum they cry, and so do we." And Simpkin went away, shaking his ears, and it had a bee in the bonnet, for the tailor is in the shop of Winstead Gate, and come along the night when And when Simpkin crept up to peep in the window, it was full of candles. There were snipping of scissors and snapping of thread, and the little mouse voices sang loudly and gayly. 24 Tailors when they catch a snail, the best man among them does no touch her tail. She put on her horns like little key cow. Run, Tailors, run. Oh, she'll have you all, and now. Then, without pause, the little mouse voices went on again. 7 miles oatmeal grinned the lady's floor, but it in a chestnut let it stand an hour. Meow, meow! Entered Simpkin, and were scratching the door, but the keys under the tailor's pillow. He could not get in. The little mice only laughed and tried another tune. 3 little mice sit down to the spine, Pussy passed by and pouted and peeped in. What are you at, my fine little man, making games for gentlemen? Shall I come in and cut off your threads? Oh no, Miss Pussy, you bite off our hands. Meow, cried Simpkin. Hey, diddle-diddle-dee, answered the little mice. Hey, diddle-diddle-dee, proper pet and a merchant of London, and there were scarlet silk coat collar, gold in the ham, so mercy march of merciment. They clicked and the thimble to marks and the time, but none of the songs pleased Simpkin. He sniffed and meowed at the door of the shop. And then I bought a pumpkin and a popkin, a slipkin and a slopkin, all for 1/4. And upon the kitchen dresser and the rest the little mice mewed, scratched, and sniffled. And on the window still white mice inside them sprang to their voices. No more twist, no more twist. And they barred up the windows and shouted out Simpkin. But through the nicks and the shouters, he could hear the click of the thimbles and the little mouse voices singing, no more twist, no more twist. Simpkin came out of the shop and went home, considering in his mind. He found a poor old tailor, without fev and sleeping peacefully. Simpkin went on to tiptoe and looked on the parcel of the silk out of the teapot and looked at it in the moonlight. And he felt quite ashamed of his badness compared with those good little mice. When the tailor awoke in the morning, the first thing which he saw upon the patchwork quilt was a section of cherry-colored twisted silk, and beside his bed stood a reverend Simpkin. Alack, I am worn to ravelling, the tailor of Gloucester, but I have my twist. The sun twist was shining at the snow, and the tailor got up and dressed and came into the street to Simpkin, and running before him, the stars whistled to the chimney stacks, and the roof of the robins sang, but they sang their own low noises, not the words that they sang in the night. back," said the tailor. "I have my twist, but no more strength nor time, and now sever to take my knight on the buttonhole, for this is Christmas Day in the morning, that May or the Gloucester shall be married by noon. And where is his cherry-colored coat?" He unlocked the door and the little shop in the Western Street, and Simpkin ran in like a cat to express something. But there was no one there, not even a little brown mouse. The boards were swept and cleaned, and the end of the thread and the little silk snippets were all tied away and gone from off the floor. But upon the table, oh joy! The tailor gave a shout. There were he had helped and the left pane of cotton of silk. There lay the most beautifulest coat, and the branded satin, and the waistcoat, and everyone worn by a mayor of Gloucester. And there were roses and painless upon the fascinating of the coat and the wainscot, and it was worked with poppies and cornflowers. Everything was finished except just a single cherry-colored buttonhole, and where that buttonhole was waiting, and there pinned a scrap of paper with these words in the little teeny wee writing: "No more twist." And from then began the luck of the tailor of Gloucester. He grew quite stout, and he grew quite rich. He made most wonderful waistcoats for all the rich merchants of Gloucester, and for all the fine gentlemen of the country round, and never were seen such ruffles or such embroidered cuffs and lappets. But these buttonholes were the greatest triumph of it all. The stitches of those buttonholes were so neat, I wonder how they would be stitched by an old man in speckles, with crooked old fingers, and the tailor's thimble. The strictest of those buttonholes were so small, that they looked as if they had been made by a little mice. And we finished with this book. Bye! We'll read another book tomorrow.